Hi everybody, it's MxRheyRhey. Try to ignore my head shadow if possible. It's like technically still fall, almost winter, and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which is normal work time, but I guess it's sundown time where I am. So today on Watercolor Wednesday, I thought I would be showing you guys how I am going to make my next watercolor travel kit. As I've mentioned previously, I am going to be away for most of December, so I'm kind of like backing up videos a little bit, and I've talked about my other watercolor travel kit for a little bit in previous videos, but I'm a little bit dissatisfied with it. It was one of the first like palettes that I made for myself, and there was just 3 different kind of primary color, well, 2 different sets of primary colors in there, an earthy set with a white and black, and then a pastel set. And the pastel set, even though I really loved the colors and the colors they make with it, it's a little too opaque for for the other set of primaries that I have in there. So I thought I could just use just a full new sort of primary set in a new little case, and I will have that be my travel set for this coming trip that I'm gonna make. Sorry, I have the watercolors right in front of me. I'm getting them set up. I will just be using like a basic Winsor & Newton Cotman watercolors in the tubes. I'm not sure if these are supposed to dry well, but considering that Cotman has a tube and a pan edition anyway, I figure they're gonna be okay, and if not, I will do something about it. Actually, you know what? Just in case. Hey, do you remember this? This is the, oh, it's kind of dried now, but this was the honey that I used for that Arteza set of watercolors that I did. I'm just gonna put these in the set and mix them as I go. Let me get something else. Some stirring sticks. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I'm basically just gonna be using like a very primary set of colors with a very standard watercolor, so I can at least know what I'm getting myself into, since I use other Cotman pan colors to begin with. So let me just show you my setup before I go through all the colors. I have these bottle caps that I have just been sort of collecting for my family when they aren't used. They have been dented because they need to, you know, be opened and they're not twist tops, and all I have in my studio was not a toolkit or anything. I had a hole puncher, so I hole punched them back to almost their original shape, and I'll be using these as my pans because I am an artist on a budget. I have these magnet sheets, again, that I've had previously. I'm just gonna like cut and put on the bottom of these to fit on this. This is a metal tin that used to hold putty in it. My sister got it from the dollar store for one of my nieces who I would babysit frequently, so she left it over here. And the putty dried out, but I kept the tin because it's a metal tin, and those are always very, very useful. I just decided one of the days after I got it in my possession, I was gonna put watercolor ground, which is just like gesso for watercolor, on the top of this. One, to get rid of the logo because I didn't want to peel it off, and two, so I can just know that, hey, this is this watercolor set. I will be putting a picture on here after I put all of the colors in here and let them set for a while, see how they're going to dry within a day or so. This is what I will have my color sheet on. It's just very sort of cheap, very thin watercolor paper, so I will be using the water sparingly. I will still try to get a gradient on here though. And I will just be using the top of this when I can get this out as my palette. Let's move those aside. The colors that I will be choosing will be a permanent rose, a cyan blue hue, they're burnt sienna, I have an Algerian crimson, a gamboge hue. Where is it? There's one more, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and then a Payne's gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to be filling these. I guess these would be considered full pans, a little more than full pans. I'm not sure the ounce of liquid you can put in one of these things. But I'll fill these up. I'll get some honey in each of them, stir them up, and let them dry. Okay, so let me get these situated. I'll let them dry, and we'll see what I can do on here to signify the color palette tomorrow. So let me do some silhouette play for you. Okay, I will let these dry overnight a bit. That should at least get them to stick to the bottle caps. I will put the magnets on them tomorrow, put them back in the tin, and then you guys will see me do a swatching for my tomorrow, and like next. Okay, so it is the next morning. Some of these are, this one in particular is very, very shiny. I'm kind of scared to touch it to see if it's dry, because I think this is the one I added a lot of honey to. I don't want to touch it. This one is very dry. It's even cracking a little bit, but I can touch it. This one I just got done touching. It's a little soft, but I can, do that. This one I think is going to be sticky. It's sticky. That one's the same as this one. This one, I have a feeling I won't be able to touch it. It's gonna be super sticky. Oh, hey, it's soft, but I'm not gonna like leave my fingerprint on it. I still don't want to touch this one just because I think the honey is what made it shiny. So I thought I had scissors to cut this for the bottom of them that I could use. I don't, so I'm gonna have to do some crafting surgery. I will be right back with that, and then we'll do the swatching. So give me a second. Probably can't shake it around too much, but this one's wanting to do a dance. Okay, but they stick, and that was the whole point. So let's open this up and let's do a swatching. So you can see from here that there is variations within the oranges. It's just it doesn't look too much that way in here. I thought the mixing of like the red and the pink would be a little more obvious. Then it's just the gradient in here when it comes to the yellow. Same kind of go for blue. It's like an icy blue going into like a clear ice blue. So like I said, if I can get a picture of my other travel kit and show you the difference between the two, I think you'll actually find that this one has a bit more range than the other. But for now, I'm going... Okay, for one, I really like the Micron pen. It does not bleed at all, and it was very good for lines. But for now, let me take some time to think about what I can do with this range of colors, and we'll figure out what the top of my travel tin will look like. So, see you in a second. So I'm just gonna say a little bit about what I'm going to be painting for just a quick second. I'm using a reference from one of my little mushroom guys that I draw sort of frequently off camera onto the palette, which isn't the important part. I wanted to talk about the colors and also the fact that you saw earlier that I was using some Sakura Micron pens. I will actually also be using them for the outline of this sketch. They're my last little splurge before I have to make myself stop buying art supplies because I can't afford to do that anymore. That being said, I do have a Patreon page if you guys want to check it out. There are two different sides to my Patreon page. One side is art related. It is where I have some of the swatching that I do in these videos in real time, where we just sort of hang out and you get to know me a little bit better. I get to talk about like the things that I've been doing and like what my plans are for certain prints and everything that I'm making, like arting. And the other side to my Patreon page, for those of you who are interested, is the gaming side, where I frequently make discovering fandom videos. I mostly talk about games, but I also just talk about other media in general. It's an introduction to certain like series of things, like with no spoilers, just to get you guys like the basic information to decide if you guys want to do it. I also make game design related videos where I talk about the video game that I am currently making and like the technical programming aspects of that. For the art side, the merch for that, depending on the tier that you are in, the highest tier gets an 8x10 watercolor print once a month, and I am working on the $10 tier, which will get a 4x4 vinyl sticker of not the art print, but maybe something like with the mushroom guys. I would like some feedback on what I could do for things like that, because I do want people to be interested in what I make. Obviously, I'm trying to be a professional artist, but if you guys wanted to check that out, I would be very happy. It'd make me a happy Ray. This wasn't supposed to be a voiceover for self-promotion though, so I'm just gonna go because now I feel awkward, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video and subscribe if you like my content. Okay, I think it's safe for me to talk now. Okay, so this was it. If I didn't say it in the voiceover, this little guy is named, what was it? It's a type of mushroom that I turned into just a character. Chanterelle? So this is, I can't leave this closed, you guys. It still has to dry. They need days to dry. But yeah, this is my travel palette. I hope you guys like it. If you have any questions about it, please let me know in the comments down below and I will answer them as much as I can. There are affiliate links in the description, both from Michael's and blickartsupplies.com. Blick was the newest affiliate I am the newest affiliate partner with. I am very excited to be working with them. All I ask you guys is, if you're going to be buying something, please buy it within the 24 hours that you click on the link, and I will be able to get like a small commission from either site. If you're a Michael's supporter, it is 2%. If you are new or a supporter of Blick Art Supplies, it is a 10% commission that I get out of any of them. I probably shouldn't be doing those together, actually. I'm very sorry if I am not supposed to do that. I don't know about the tins from the dollar store, which is kind of why it's a little hard to close, but I'm really happy with this. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you liked this video, please subscribe. I am new to the art community, but I am not so new to YouTube. I just don't like self-promotion very much. It makes me anxious. But yeah, this was the video. I hope you guys like it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful, it's November? It's like the end of November. Have a wonderful life then. Okay. Astas.